Greetings, Dapplings, and welcome to a new First Taste, where today we're going to be checking out the demo of the Kickstarter Deck RX, a delightful little deck-building racing game. Two genres that I imagine aren't often thrown together. This is developed and published by Meteorbyte Studios and is slated for a soon TM release sometime in 2022, which honestly, given the date, is pretty much soon, whichever way you look at it. Now, again, this is currently in Kickstarter, and you will be able to find a link down below for you to support if this video tickles your fancy. But it is always easier to show than to describe, so let's go ahead and jump in. Now, currently we have two of many characters unlocked. We've got Lieutenant Eagle, who will be flying the Red Eagle with these states on their card drop rate, attack, defense, driving, or we can go with a Locust KV-26. It's a cyborg shellfish, crustacean of some sort. Nevertheless, it's rolling the crust core. Now, this one has a special card drop rate, so we're going to be going with this, though there is sneakily another reason why we're going with Locust KV-26, which I will show you in the very near future. But for those who are still looking at this, like, well, what are we exactly looking at here? Take any card deck builder game, Slay the Spire, Inscription, whatever you particularly want, where the deck is your attack moves, and merge it with a racing game like Wipeout, and this is what you would end up with. Car, the Crust Core. Pilot name, unknown. KV-26. Place of birth, planet Apophis 29 in the 2800s. Playstyle, aggressive. Energy manipulation. Background, a hybrid cyborg from the Akthunskwan species. Locusts, as they are known in the Sol system. Its ship carries an unstable core of massive energy. This is why we're picking this character. Pretty much, I don't need any other option, really. The moment I saw this, it was like, okay, I'm pretty much playing this character every time I play this game. From the moment I understood the weakness of your flesh, it disgusted me. Well done, devs. Well bloody done. We can view the starting deck here. Obviously, much like any other card builder, we will have plenty of opportunity to start changing this up once the game goes. At the start of each race, gain the following: increased speed +2 and accumulated power +2. This will be important. The numbers over here are the power that is required to play the card. Most effects only last until the end of the turn, with some exceptions. But let's go ahead and jump in and show you what you can expect from this absolutely joy to play game. Okay, we're going to be playing on Iron Shard in Death City, or above Death City. They wouldn't let us play a game this violent in the city itself. Just above it, you know, just in case bits fall down and keeps the citizens on their toes, you know. There are a lot of us here. There are 6 people in here. Okay, bonus card. It looks like you completed at least one race on your last run. This kind of dedication does not go unnoticed. Oh, hey, I wasn't expecting this. Okay. Oh, okay, we've got some nice cards too. All right, so we've got health cards. We've got, like, driving cards, so light and load, speed +2, choose and discard 1 card. Okay, just throw out the fuel. Force screen gives us a shield, a maximum of 1 shield there. Barrel roll, speed -1, and evade +2. Or servo repairs. Now, that one has a decent cost to play, but a heal card? I am not going to turn my nose up at that. Oh, no. All right, so let's have a quick look. This is giving us a route preview, just to let us know what's going down. We can use Alt on certain things, and it'll give us a bit of extra info. So you can see that there are track terrain. These are turbos. It'll increase our speed as we pass over them. These are brakes. They'll decrease our speed. These turns have a number. Going at a certain speed or above a certain speed on a non-banked turn carries the risk of damage. So here it's above a speed of 10 because it's a wider turn. Here it's a very sharp turn, so above a speed of 6 is dangerous. But here, because these turns are banked, there's no risk there at all, which is actually quite cool. We can have a look through here. We can see all kinds of information here on what's going on. I believe that these characters, this is basically their personality whilst driving. We don't have one because, well, I mean, this could be a comment on the fact that the Flash is weak and we don't have need of a personality, or maybe the game is slinging some subtle shade at me. Rude. Either way, this is our current route preview. It's showing us a highlight of what's going on. This tile, there isn't any expected problems, but here we're going to have a fight. Problem is, we will have a clash, and strength is going to affect the clash. During a clash, the lowest strength car loses 1 health and goes back 1 tile and ends its turn. Strength cannot be higher than your current health. Now that is a very important one to remember. It does last forever, but it will decrease by 1 after every clash. So we're going to have a clash on this one. That's what it's warning us up here. Car with the best strength will win. If there is a tie, the car with the least speed will win. And if there's still a tie, so both cars are moving at exactly the same speed, have exactly the same strength, then the car who's currently not moving will win. So it favors the defender over the aggressor. And that's an important one to remember. Now, we've started off with a bunch of extra points just because we start every race with +2, or every round, I guess, with +2 power. But we also drew this card. Now, we have a special resource, the crystal. We can burn out the crystal reactor to gain +4 power once. Or, if we don't burn it out, every time this card gets drawn, we will draw 1 extra power. So I think we're going to just keep that one there for the passive 1 power on each draw. We've still got the rest of our cards back here. Let's go ahead and speed up a little bit. Let's have a look. Who is most likely to take damage here? You've got an evade. Negates the next 1 damage from most sources. Okay. You also have 6 health. You've got a shield, so if I had a clash with you and did damage, it wouldn't matter. You do not. But I'd kind of like to be a little bit further ahead. So let's use both of these throttles. There we go. And again, we will lose this fight currently. But we've got enough points to become very aggressive. Now we're going to win it, and it's indicating that by changing the color to green. We're going to win this fight, which means you're going to be bumped back. You'll lose 1 strength. At this point, I'm not sure which of you two will... Oh, well, actually, you're both moving the same speed, so you'll lose that fight because you're the one moving backwards. They'll win. I'm not sure if you'll take damage from it, though, because it's not... Well, it might be. You might take a lot of damage from this consecutive losses moving backwards. You'll lose on strength here, but they may lose their strength. Then you'll move back. They're moving faster, so they will lose, and they'll get bumped back. But I'm not sure if they'll take damage because they've got evade. Let's actually see how this plays out. There's a lot of strategy in this game. There we go. They got bumped back, bumped back, bumped back. Okay, so they lost 2 damage. Yes, so they did lose damage there because they were the stronger car. I think they'll only lose damage if a vehicle wins a clash by being the strongest. Sorry, lose damage. They'll take damage in those scenarios. Nope. There we go. Worthless mammals. Know your place. Right, you took 2 damage there that time. Because we still had one aggression, 1 strength, because we only used up 1 for the fight, even though we only won the fight because we had 2. Okay, so we've got 2 cars that have lost 2 health already. That is actually a bit of an interesting one. Now, you'll notice that our speed is maintained. It's well below the 10 that we need to be worried about here. We're actually going to use our 2 power to just boost up all the way over here to this first break. Now, we will lose 1 speed at that point. We will also clash. We'll lose that clash too. But it's not based on a strength lose. So we'll get bumped back. It's fine. We were going to end our turn on that tile anyway. That's fine. We shouldn't have taken any damage from that. No, we didn't. Okay. There's a lot to take in. It's not simply who won the fight dictates the damage. You have to lose. Someone has to win the fight because they're stronger to do damage to the loser. Ouch. Oh, you scallywag, you. Okay, so they used the slam ability, which meant that when they passed another car, they bumped into it. Now, I believe the slam does damage to both. Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay. Logical conclusion there, really. Did you take much... Oh, you are on your last legs. Yikes. But I have taken a little bit of damage from that slam. I'm not a big fan of that. Now, will I win this fight? You are moving how fast are you going? You're moving at 7. I'm currently moving at 5. I'll win the fight against you here. And if I used a little bit of aggression, I'd win it anyway. If I wanted to use throttle, I could safely move through here and boost up aggression as well. But do I want to do a bit of damage on the way? Or do I want to catch up to you? I kind of want to win the race. Winning the race seems like a good move. But we're going to get a load of speed over here anyway. So, sure, I'm going to pop aggression. And drift will last until next turn. So there's no point in popping drift. Drift would have been useful here if I was moving faster than 6. But since I'm not, we're just going to get over here and going to bump you back a bit. There we go. Why, you? Get back. You're taking damage just from speeding along, but I don't think they're going to slow down at all. They've almost run the race. The rest of us have barely even covered a third of the track. The boosts are going to help, but... let's see what happens here. If you use any kind of slam mechanic, this is going to hurt. And they did use slam. You scoundrel. Loser. Okay, well, you took a little bit of damage there, so you're down to 3 of 5. Really? Are you showing off now? You're... Wow. You show off. My goodness. You hate to see it, frankly. Now, these are going to bump my speed up a lot. By the time I get here, I'm going to be moving at 8 speed. Have I got a brake? I don't. Alright. Well, I'm going to pop this then to get myself a little bit of a heal, and I'm just going to... Oh, we'll slow down a little bit. This will give me an opportunity. This combat, I don't think I'm going to win. 5 versus... Oh, actually, no, I will win. So you'll get punted back. Okay, well, that's fine then. This will give me another opportunity to pull a brake card or a drift. There we go. Did you take any damage? No. No, there was no strength involved in that battle. Okay, and now... Oh, you didn't use a slam. Sure, use the slam only when it's me. I see how it is. Now, at this point, there is a reason to keep doing laps, though honestly, there is danger to it as well. If they die, they die. Obviously, trying not to die. But the further ahead you can be when the race is over, the better your score. I'm not sure if that really is playing parts to this, because basically the race will end the moment I get to the finish line. So it might just be continuing until we're done with my part in the race. We are going to use a stunt here instead of a brake, so that I can pass this without taking damage. Now, you have 1 aggression, and you're moving at 6. That is a problem for me. That is an actual problem for me there. Because you will win the strength. The strength fight. That being said, I don't mind getting bumped back, and what will happen here is we'll both cancel out each other's strength. So no one will do damage to anyone because we'll be equal in strength, I think. Let's see if that actually works out that way. There we go. Did I take damage? No. Fantastic. I approve. I think I got style points for the drift. That will contribute to my earnings at the end of the race. So it is still useful just to use a drift card, even if not necessarily needed. There we go. I'm going to come in dead last. I disapprove of this on such an absolutely astronomical level. Embarrassing, frankly. Okay, well, I got 3 points. I could actually pull ahead a little bit more. There we go. And we'll go all the way up to 10. 10 is a safe speed here. But I won't quite make it over the finish line, sadly. Just short. Now, it depends on how far they can move. If they only get a couple of movement cards, I might be alright. I might not finish dead last, at the very least. Oh. You had to brake. Oh, no, I don't think you had to, but... Either way, you didn't cross the finish line, so I'm not going to finish dead last. Hooray! Oh, I wonder what would happen if they got pushed backwards over the finish line. Would that count? Would that count? I would hope it would, frankly. Okay, I really don't actually want to cross this card anymore. Oh, that's a shame. There's nothing I can do to avoid the damage I'm about to take. Well, let's see if the only damage it carries over is the damage over the finish line. But it is quite possible that it won't. Either way, we should be able to heal all the way up. Oh. No, this race is still... Oh, it was laps 2 of 2. This is the first race where we've been on a more than one lap race. Okay, shush. I didn't even realize there was a lap counter, because when I played this before, I did like 3 races, and every single one was a single lap. Oh, now I don't I feel dumb? Yes, I do. I do feel dumb. Because you do actually keep on going, but what I should have been looking for is the fireworks. Because they get little fireworks and confetti once they cross the finish line and win. And I hadn't actually noticed that this time. Right, well, 10 speed would be fine. We'll end here with a break, which would be also good. I could bump up my aggression. Or I could break enough that isn't going to be an issue for me. Or I could repair. Let's risk it for a biscuit and repair instead. Let's go. There we go. There we go. That was the confetti that we were missing before. Now, how fast are you going to be going? Actually, you'll win just because I'm moving a little bit faster than you. Womp womp. Oh, double womp womp. I still got booted back. Oh, that's annoying. Oh well. Right. Time for us to start pumping aggression. But first, stunt. Perfect. Okay, we're going to drift past this one. Excellent. Then we're going to bump up aggression as well. Get a couple more style points. There we go. Race earnings increasing constantly. Right, there we are. All the confetti there. Okay. They're braking to avoid damage. Wise move. But at this point, I'm not sure if they can even take damage or they're just doing victory laps for the sake of it. Okay. Well, we gained a little bit of extra power because of the crystal reactor. There's no reason for us to break at this point, so we can just burn forward. Sure. There we go. Really like the music in this. I would like to take a moment just to focus on the music. It is awesome. It is so fitting for the style of game. Okay, well, we're gonna finish third most likely then. Right, we got rid of the shield and got rid of their strength. Okay. Marks the beginning and the end of the race, indeed. We're going way too fast, but I'm not really sure that's going to be the case, that we're going to lose health down here, but just in case. Let's pop up my health just to try and balance against it, but let's see. We did lose a little bit of health there. Oh no, actually we came in second, really? I'm actually a little bit surprised by that. Okay. I was obviously not paying enough attention to where people were in the rankings. Okay, race position we got 200. Clash victory 6 and style points. We got 368 credits to spend. Okay, we gained an extra 2 health, so we did lose health after passing the finish line. Now, this is where you can start customizing your deck. So down here you can boost stats. It's probably incredibly expensive to do, as it's kind of grayed out right now. We could get rid of a card from our deck, you know, thin the deck out, specialize it a little bit, rummage in the junkyard for 5 random cards and we can keep one, or order a custom card. Now, matter conversion, -1 health, +1 crystal. That's an interesting one. Handling, draw 1 card, choose and discard 1 card. That's actually not bad because it costs nothing to do. Melt crystal, we'd have to get rid of the crystal, but we'd get extra 4 points. Time warp engine, force screen bump. Okay, so this is a slam +1. Slam deal damage when overtaking your next opponent this turn. You will receive the same amount of damage as them -1. So in this case, if we did 1 damage, we would not take any. That looks absolutely perfect. Safe attack. Gain slam equal to your current evade and shield. Ooh. That is also a nice one. Especially if we could pump our evade and shield up prior to doing it. Okay, I'll take safe attack. Sure, I see no reason not to grab that. Slam +3, turbo plus... Yeah, that one looks like it would do an awful lot of damage, so I'm kind of against using that one, but that'll do. Let's also rummage in the junkyard for 40 credits. Don't want melt crystal. I wouldn't mind another bump. Overwatch is great, and another handling would be great. Or focused maneuver. Drift +2. Choose 1 card and shuffle it into your draw pile. I think this one might be a nice one, because sometimes you get a little air spend of the speed 6 turns. That would get us past both of them. I'll take it. Now, the more times you rummage in the junkyard, the more expensive it gets per race. Handling, Road Rage, Strength plus... Now, that one is nice. Napalm Afterburners. At the start of your next turn, deal burn +3 to any enemy 1 tile behind you. Risky handling. Draw 2 cards and discard 1 card at random. Or reserve battery. Unplayable, but on draw +1 power. Accumulate any power you don't use. Now, that one sounds amazing. We'll take that. Okay, let's get into the next race. We're going to be at Stardust City this time. Over Death City. What? Okay, how many laps? Yeah, 1 lap this time. You humiliated me. I humiliated myself, game, actually. I just didn't read all the information that was available. I didn't even know to look for that information, though. Okay, so we can get safe slam, so we probably want to use force screen straight away. What have you got? You've got 1 shield. Okay, you've got 1 shield as well. I could, since I've got enough points, what have you got? You've got 1 evade. Right, okay, here's the play. Open up with a shield. Open up second with aggression. Next, safe attack. It's going to give me 1 slam, and we're going to speed up to attack you. Alright, so what's going to happen here? I don't think we're going to do much damage. We're going to do 1. That's fine. Then we're going to pass over you. We will win this fight, but you'll evade the damage, but then you'll get bumped back. And since you're moving faster, you'll lose that fight. You'll get bumped back. You're still moving faster. You'll lose this one. You'll get bumped back. So basically, I'm going to swap places with you and get rid of your shield. There we are. And all the way back. Okay, they've lost their shield. They've lost their evade. So it's gotten rid of some of their abilities, but I've still not actually started the race, technically. Now, you are a fast vehicle. You start fast, which is worrisome. Okay, gonna have a little bit of a fight here. And since you were moving faster, you lost it. Okay, I could get a bump here. Slam +1, but I'd lose 1 speed. But that's fine. I would be able to do some damage here. I could take Drift 2, but that's no use right now. Draw 1 card, discard 1 card. Well, first I'm going to use Bump. Then I'm going to replenish my speed with Throttle. Then I'm going to use Handling and hope that I get... okay, well, I'll discard this one then. Yeah, let's pop that over there, and I'll pop the Aggression just for the extra bit of... punchiness, and that means I'm going to win this fight. So I'm going to do 2 damage here after I pass the start line. There we go. Logical conclusion, indeed. And then they get pumped back as well. Nice. And I've still got a shield right now, because no one's actually managed to do damage to me. What is this vehicle's max speed? Max speed of 11. Really? Okay, yeah. Their max speed is a lot lower. Right, we've gained a little bit of extra power because of the crystal reactor. I could do a bit of healing on the move. Alternatively, I could end up having a bit of a scuffle with you. You're currently moving at 7 and I'm moving at 5. I'd still win the scuffle because I'll be the slower moving there. And while we're doing that, I could go ahead and use server repairs just to get back up to 9. Nice. There you go. And pomp. There we go. A little bit of style. Now, unfortunately, we are still quite far behind the rest of the race. We're presently just competing for who's not going to be last. That's not where we want to be. We want to be competing for who's going to be first. Right, you've restored your shield. Okay, we're getting a bit of extra power because of our reserve battery, which is going to allow us to push forward. Now, I can only get up to a maximum of 1. So there's no point in playing that right now. So instead, let's just zoom on past if we're able. There we go. Bring us up to a speed of 8. That's a turn of 10, but this is the S-bend that I was talking about. They do sometimes happen. And they can... Each one will do you 1 damage. So there we go. 1 damage. But you did slow down. Now you managed to maneuver your way out of all of that. Now, what's coming up next? Currently, we're moving too fast to be able to get through there. What I really need is... It would be into my draw pile, sadly, so it's not really what I need. I could gain slam, equal to my shield or evade, or I could gain another slam here. I could roll server repairs. Actually, getting both of these slams would allow me to do a decent bit of damage. I'll drop my speed by 1. It's not really going to make that much of a difference, though I will end on the break there. So, safe attack. So this is going to do 2 damage to you, but you've got 2 shield, sadly. It would do 1 damage to me, but I've got a shield that would absorb it. I don't need the server repairs. I guess I could use this for now and shuffle something into my draw pile. Sure, I'll pop the server repairs in there. Okay, let's go. There we go. A lot of extra points there, thankfully. But yeah, all we did was got rid of their shield. Didn't take any damage ourselves, and I only need to break by a single point. And since I got bumped back, I'll have an opportunity to break again before going through the corner. That was not planned, but I will absolutely take it. So all I need to do now is not throttle up. Alternatively, I could use drift to get a couple of extra style points here. And draw 1 card and choose 1 to discard. Okay, that's giving me a little bit more power. Fantastic. Let's discard throttle because I don't want to speed up. And then we're going to pop 2 aggression. That was actually a good play. Okay, there we go. Didn't actually use our drift. Oh, that's a shame. Didn't get to get any style points there. I would have been fine with using drift, but we were moving at a safe speed, so we didn't need to. Wow, you are messed up. 1 health. You may well get knocked out if anything does damage to you at this point. Probably from going through corners that required way too much slowdown for them to be able to pull it off. Right, I could get some slam going. Have you got a shield? You do, so no point. Instead, in fact, yeah, you've both got oodles of shield, so there's not really much I can do here. I could instead use shield on myself and speed up a little bit. It'll take me all the way to the break. Let's get down there. I will win the fight. There we go. I know I didn't do a dent. You don't need to be rude about it. Now, it's going to be interesting to see. If they're able to land on you and do damage, they will take you out just before the finish line. That has to be worth some extra style points. Now, I'm probably going to take some damage here. Though I've got a shield, so it'll mitigate 1 point of damage. Right. Crystal Reactor. I could start pumping my aggression. And frankly, we're going to be able to get Drift +2 here as well. So I'm happy with having that for the time being. Let's pop the Crystal Reactor into my shuffle. Into my draw pile so that we might be able to pull some extra power out of the bag. There you go. Loads of extra style there. Perfect. And there we are. Oh, you failed. You had one job. Now, it's whether or not I can get across that finish line. I'm moving faster than my normal max speed, so it's very unlikely. I will stop just shy. That is so remarkably annoying. Remarkably annoying, I tell you. Let's see. Draw one card. Sure, let's draw one card and discard one. What do we get? We got Stunt. Not really anything that I can use. Okay. I'll discard the Crystal Reactor then. I guess I will just pop Safe Attack. There we go. And I won't spend any more points because I'll carry over the 3 energy I've got right now. Who knows? One of them might fail to cross the finish line. We did get loads of style in this race regardless. I think that's good enough for us now. There we go. And are they going to be able to do the same? There's a good chance they will. Yes. Damn it! I disapprove. Wait a second. Oh, you've got evade too. that would have been such a spiteful. Wait. Okay. Strength cannot be used to decide the winner of a clash. So, you take one. I think you take 1 point of damage for a clash. It's not like bump. Sadly, that would have been such a spiteful thing to do. Like, ha! Well, I may have come last, but you came nunce because you died. Oh well. And just because I can, let's burn them and go. There we go. Clash 1. Game over. We failed so hard, we got kicked out of the race. Oh, the shade. Well, the only thing to do is to jump straight back into another one, frankly. And, you know what? Sure, we'll find out what you like. I've been to hell. I will not die. What? Okay. A little bit more interesting than I first checked you for. A veteran pilot from the dreaded Battle of Ceres in Sol War 3. His Red Eagle is a modded V-11, his original fighter jet. Like most, he has joined the deck race seeking immortality. Oh yes, did I mention that we're actually playing to become an immortal god? If I neglected to mention that, I apologize. But yeah, you didn't need to know it anyway. You don't pretend that you would have needed that kind of incentive to play. Right. Well, let's see what we can do. Now, we've got a very different deck this time. Bonus card. Looks like you completed at least one race and then got kicked out. Barrel roll, handling, overwatch, or berserk field. +1 shield and +1 strength. I like that card. 0. Gained speed 3. Choose an additional effect. What? I do not know. But very well. Let's go with... This is probably... you know what? This is probably the ability that I didn't read because I'm a dumb. Let's go for increased strength out the gate. All right, ace handling. Draw 2 cards, choose and discard 1 card. Berserker field. This would give a shield and an extra strength already, which would kind of suck for you. But we would also be able to throttle up and do some damage there. But you will probably then get punted all the way back. So, sure, we'll swap places. There we go. And go. I could have used ace handling, but I don't see too much, really. That all you got, you say, is you get juggled all the way back to the rear of the queue. I mean, granted, you then promptly went to the front of the queue, so maybe there's a little bit more to you than bravado. It's sometimes a little bit hard to see all of the markings on the map. But generally, just a change of perspective is all that's required. Okay, getting a bit pumped back again. Right, we don't need any stunts. What I could do with was a bit more throttle, though. Let's get that aggression back up and continue to throttling up. Go. There we go. We've got no means to interact with cars as we're passing them yet, or as they're passing us. Now, you're actually capable of doing damage to yourself going over these. I think this is the only vehicle that is currently capable of that kind of speed. Really? Wow. Rude. You got rid of my shield. Alright, well I can pop that back and get even more fighty. Sure. And increase throttle again. There we go. Now, you've used a bit of... Now, be aware that this is a single turn. These 3 tiles is a single turn. So I believe you'll only take 1 damage from moving over these. So 1 or 2 defense is all you really need. Really? Got rid of my shield again. Wow. Step it up, scrub. Okay, did you actually... Yeah, you lost that one. But you only lost a shield, so it's fine for you. Now, this part is going to be a bit rough because that's 3 quick stops there. Ace handling, draw 2 cards, and choose one, discard one. Let's see what else we've got. Aggression, Berserker Field. I'm going to need both of my brakes. So I'll keep the aggression there. Right, so pull my brake there, and again, it's going to drop us down to this point. We're only moving 6, but we'll slow down here. If I use throttle, we'll be fine, because I'll get here, I'll move down from 7 to 6, and then I'll still cross over there. There we go. But safely. Okay, wow, you're taking a lot of damage, and I think you just exploded yourself. That was fast, but careful, I think not! That's what you get for not paying attention to the very clear signs. Oh dear. This one, actually, I've got a bit of evade this time. So that's okay. Evaded that bit of damage. And now the evade is gone. Right, we're currently moving at the correct speed, but I could throttle up and use 2 stunts to get past this, but I wouldn't be able to get past that one, which is a shame. Issue here. An enemy has vanquished. Wreckage litters this tile. This wreckage will inflict 1 damage to you. Use evade or shield to counter. Well, who knew that someone crashing would cause me problems? I could brake and thus avoid it entirely. Let's get rid of that, and I'm going to roll this one, see where else we get. I could increase my aggression a little bit more. We don't want throttles. Okay, so we're going to need to pop a brake. But I can use 1 throttle to speed back up. And at this point, I can use an aggression as well. We've got 3 aggression now, plus an evade. So if someone tries to ram me, it won't do me damage, as long as it's only 1 damage. Okay, you've lost your shield now. Now that is still a problem. Okay. Doesn't matter, managed to evade the damage, but now I'm going to have to deal with that once we pass it, sadly. Okay. You got punted back, but you managed to avoid the damage. Now I need shield or evade here. We can... Oh, yeah, we can use Berserker Field. Perfect. Okay, let's get that going. And at this stage, I can afford speeding back up again. Alright, let's go. Got some style points for maneuvering successfully around the crash. I love those little things. I love all the places where you get style points. Okay, yeah, you decided quite correctly not to land on me. I've got 3 strength. It would not have gone well. Let's, well, I guess we'll draw 1 card and reshuffle the whole deck. I'll pop the stunt down, then I'm going to reshuffle again. Got Berserker Field available now, so I can get my shield back. I will drop 1 throttle. I don't need it. Let's get Berserk Field up and running, and sure, throttle. Got our shield and 4 strength. Nothing wants to land on this vehicle. It would be a very, very bad time. But getting through here is going to be an equally awful time. Let's see if we can't get some things that will help. No. Okay. Oh, we're just going to have to slow all the way down then. That brings us almost to the point we need to be. And 1 more boost will get us where... Because we'll slow down here, so it'll get us right to the end. So from that point on then, we can speed back up. There we go. Okay, you knew you were going to lose that fight, so you popped a shield first. Wise move. Okay, I don't have any means of speeding up, which is frustrating, actually. Okay. There's no reason to use stunt at this point, because we're not going to be moving fast enough to do any damage. So I'll just grab aggression, and, well, I may as well use this one just to push our aggression even higher. There we go. Now, what are their relative healths? Ooh, wow, you cannot take a hit. If anything has a means of actually winning a fight with you, it would take you out completely. But I am very much not in a position anymore to even try that. We're moving at maximum speed. Let's see what else we can do when we cross the finish line. Nothing, really. Oh well, we'll just cross the finish line in style. There we go. Bit of an extra boost there. And there we go. Way ahead ×2. Nice. Clash victories, we only got 3 this time, but we got 5 style points and 1st place. Okay, now then. Let's go ahead and see order custom cards. What do we got? Boost maneuver. No, roost maneuver. Okay. So that gives us shield +1, but gives us a maximum of 2. Nice. On play, +1 heal. On discard, +1 shield. That is really nice. Impact, slam +2. Emergency stop, heal to full health, set speed to 0. Wow. Okay. Is that friction-based generator? Accumulate +1 power every time you lose speed this turn. That might actually be quite nice in a couple of places. Overwhelm. Clash with the next opponent you overtake. If you lose, your turn ends. Ooh. We'll definitely take that one. I think we're also going to grab Roost Maneuver. Super Throttle would be very nice, but I'm going to grab Slam instead. This is kind of amazing, but honestly, in our last run, we were very much not at risk of losing any health. We've got Safe Attack, Light and Load, Desperate Rummage, draw cards equal to your missing health, or Napalm Afterburners. There were a reasonable amount of times that we actually were just one ahead of someone. It's one or t'other, really. I'll grab that one, then we'll rummage once again. Now, obviously I'm making my deck incredibly bloated. It is not specialized in any way, so it's just like pot luck whether I get something useful or not. Backup Propulsion, unplayable, on discard, +2 to turbo. Risky Handling, Force Screen, Scrap Conversion Engine, accumulate 1 power for every 1 damage you receive this turn, or Turbo Drive. We'll grab Turbo Drive. Okay, next and probably last race for this first taste. We're heading over to Polar Bay for this one. Is this going to be a 2-lap or a 1-lap? It's going to be a 1-lap. Okay. The episode is not going to run over too much. All right. Okay, we've got 2 chonky ones here. We're going to grab Strength there. That is worrisome. Not so much there, not so much here. I could just pop turbo drive straight away. And I have also got a throttle, which would boost me up even further. I think that's what we're going to play. Okay, and... Oh, no, that's super throttle. My bad. I guess we could go for you, see what we get. Brake, we'll discard that. That being said, maybe I should start building up strength, because we're going to be equal strength with these ones. So, yeah, let's build up strength a little bit further. Okay, let's go. Okay, taking a very early lead, thanks to that boost. Now, the thing with turbo is it can push your speed above the maximum, which is really nice. And sadly, if they run slam, there's not much I can do about it. Slam doesn't... It isn't a clash, so it doesn't matter if I'm stronger, though that did. Though they had a shield, so it didn't matter too much. Damn it. That one punted me back, unfortunately, because I'd lost the strength advantage that we had previously. Right, I could pull a stunt, not really much point in that right now. I guess I could use Overwhelm. You've got no shield, but neither do I have much strength, so it wouldn't really affect anything. In fact, I would lose that overall, because you'd be moving slower than me. Okay, there's really not much to do here. I guess I could play Roost Maneuver. On discard, the corresponding effect is activated only when another card or effect discards this card, but not when played or at the end of the turn. Ah, okay. So what I would need is one of the other cards to be able to get rid of that. I didn't quite appreciate that the first time round. Oh well, nothing we can do here. Nothing that would affect any outcome, so no point in worrying about it. Okay, let's see how this goes. Now you're going to start taking damage here. And not quite past that corner yet. Okay, you got a slam there. And you're going to get slammed again. You don't have a shield this time. Okay, let's see what we've got. We've got Impact, so slam 2. Napalm Afterburners at the start of your next turn. Okay. I could use Berserker Fields and Napalm Afterburners. I'm moving too fast for this area, though. So I would need a stunt to be able to make it through there. I could turn on Impact. You got much in the way of protection? No. Okay, so I could have... If I want the Clash potential, I'd need Berserker Field. But if I want to get past this, I need to have Stunt running. So let's get Stunt going. Napalm Afterburners, and we'll just see what happens. And Impact. Let's go. There we go. Bit of extra damage. Now, if anyone stops directly behind me, it will be bad news bears for them. Okay, wow, okay, you've lost a lot of health there. Okay, you've got a slam coming. They did manage to put up a shield, though. Okay, we're not, unfortunately, going to have Napalm Afterburners hitting anyone this time. Much sadness for me. I was really looking forward to that one. I could have Napalm Afterburners this time, though. Berserk Field is quite the possible. Especially because I don't need that much more speed. But we're going to take a chunky bit of damage here. I'm going to have one evade by pulling a break. Now, that's not going to slow me down enough that I don't take damage, but it will mean I'll mitigate the damage here, so I'll lose 1 health. So with that, I could pop this and get a shield as well, which will allow me to get through this maneuver without taking damage. Oh. Oh, is this an entire one area? I'm not really sure how I managed to avoid that damage, honestly. Okay, well, I'll have to have a look at Drift. Perhaps Drift lasts the entire turn, doesn't just get used up on the first instance. We'll see. Now, I could pop Overwhelm at this point. It would have a decent chance of doing some nasty damage. You've got an evade, actually. So, or I could use slam. Slam will take you out. So, slam it is. I would like to draw another card. See if we can't get a stunt. Yes, we can. That's going to allow me to get through this. So with that in mind, I can boost the throttle. Okay, let's go. Bam. Now, you did have shield, so you avoided one of the damage. And are you going to take damage there? No, you did actually manage to avoid that one. Wow, you are just being juggled right now. I don't think this one popped slam this time. Oh no, it did. I wish there was a way to pause it while things were playing out. Right, do I have anything that would allow me to drop it? Right, drift allows you to ignore all negative effects from curves, even when taking them above their maximum speed allowed. Lasts until the next turn. So yeah, drift just allows me... Okay, so maybe it's evade then. Lasts until next turn. I'm assuming... I was assuming the +1 meant that it would get decremented after each one, but perhaps not. Perhaps not. Either way, we're not moving fast enough to really cause us any trouble. So let's just go all the way through. And pop aggression. Now, it's a good chance that we will get through this without taking any more damage. And we might even knock one of the other racers out of this race. Honestly, I feel so bad for you, though. That was just so rude. Yep, another slam coming your way. 2 of them right behind you means that unless you can pop double defense, there's nothing you can do. Oh, man, that sucks. Right, we're going to lose a bit of health there unless I can avoid that by pulling... No, I did not. That's a shame. I can drop my speed and gain 1 evade, and I can also gain a shield, so... We'll just watch how evade handles this then. There we go. Now, I'm fine with increasing my speed back up because I just want to get past it, really. There we go, and... sure, we'll get that one as well. Interesting, actually. Did I not... Shield +1, maximum 1? Why did I not have shield when I passed through this? Interesting. Oh well. Now, unfortunately, you're too far behind for me to realistically do anything to you. If I had mines or something along those lines, maybe I could. But not happening this time. I could turn on Overwhelm, but... No, that's only if you overtake someone else. Okay, Turbo Drive. Let's get all the way down here in one go. Launch! There we go. Style 4. Clash victories. Slam hits. Oh, you get points for slam hits. Nice. And we ended up with 430 credits, which added to our 490. And we got a little bit of free healing as well. But that is going to be it for this first taste. I really do hope you've enjoyed. For a demo, this is incredibly, incredibly playable, and I do recommend that you check out the links down below, both to support them on Kickstarter if you enjoyed what you saw here, or just to check out the demo on Steam. And as ever, if you did enjoy what you saw and you'd like to see a little bit more, then do let me know in the comments or with a like on the video. But that is going to be it from me. Until next time, and as always, drive safe and do take care.